Hello, welcome back. Clearly, I'm in a mood. Crazy, weird Mercury retrograde energy. Things are moving, things are shifting. I feel it. You probably feel it. And this is an urgent message from the Akashic Records, downloaded through me, from my guides, to yours truly. So, I want to keep this really short and sweet. And I will say trigger warning. Potentially triggering, depending on where you're at in your journey. And this is mainly to divine feminines. However, I'm hiding my TV back there for aesthetic. That was such a perfectionism OCD thing that I did, that you guys just witnessed. That was hilarious. Okay, so where was I? Mainly to divine feminines. However, there are divine masculines on this journey whose divine feminine has now entered into karmic and soulmate partnerships because of the amount of time it's taken them to be ready. So it could be applicable to either. I don't want to whatever, but take this message if it resonates for you or not. This is to the Twin Flame Collective. We have been putting in a lot of energy into ourselves. We've been taking the energy back from the connection. We've been, divine feminines, you've been working so hard. Your guides are so proud of you. Spirit is so proud. So just proud. Just really, really proud of the work that you've been doing in the 5D, in the 3D, in your lives, in your relationships, and everything that you're working on, right? There still is a lot of energy being put into your counterpart, a lot of energy being put into your twin. That's either through the 5D, connecting, energy healings, meditations, dreams, tarot readings, checking in with the cards, sending love, and all that is beautiful. I'm not saying do not do that. I'm not saying that that is a mistake. That's wonderful. But at this moment in time, Spirit wants you to pause on that connection and focus on, this is the trigger warning, focus on the connection that your twin may have with their karmic. Why? Because there is still some dark energy attached in these relationships, in these connections. The contract is over. The contract has been completed. It's been completed. It's been done. We had the Great Conjunction, right? It was washed away, it was cleaned, it was over. However, some of these divine masculines are still really entangled. They're mind fucked, for lack of a better, excuse my language if that offends you, but they're mind fucked. They are still so stuck and so in this swords energy of anxiety and fear and not feeling like they can move forward and they can get out of this thing. And there's some dark energy. There are hooks, there are entities attached in this connection that the karmic is not releasing. The karmic is in their own state of fear, whether the karmic in your situation is a male or a female. There is attachment, there is control, codependency. And this doesn't have to be someone in a relationship, right? This doesn't have to be your karmic situation may not be someone in a relationship. It could be a very toxic work relationship. It could be a very toxic family dynamic. It could be whatever the connection is, whatever the karmic situation is in your specific counterpart's life. That is still, there's some hook, there's some dark energy there. And only you can shine, not only you, but you divine feminine and divine masculines, if this is applicable, have this light, this powerful, powerful light, these light activations you've been going through, this ascension process you've been going through. So your ability to heal and transmute is at its all-time high. You're on fire right now, especially you divine feminines. You guys are on fire. So Spirit is asking you to spend some time focusing that unconditional love, radiance, and energy towards the karmics. They are part of your soul contracts too. You made these agreements prior to incarnating. You have to be able to get to a place of unconditional love, acceptance, forgiveness, trust, surrender with this dynamic, with this relationship. And so we put all this energy into like ourselves, which is beautiful. Definitely do not stop doing that. And then we put all this energy into our twin, and we kind of, if we do give any energy to the karmic situation, it's negative. It's kind of like, ugh, yuck. You know, it's in a lower frequency. It's in a fear frequency. It's not positive. And these karmics are ready to release. They're ready to release their hold and their grasp. They're really ready to release. Ooh, sorry about that. They're ready to release, to move forward into their soulmate contracts, into their twin flame unions, whatever's coming up for them in the cards. You don't even need to know. But they have a path that they are diverting from. So just as your counterpart has diverted from their path and they're like in this old stuff that really needs to be let go, like it's expired, they are too. And see them as that human, see them as that beautiful light, see them as we are all one, unconditional love. So Spirit is just really asking you, if you are willing to take on this challenge, to step in to a place of unconditional love. Release them. Release this situation. Do some energy work and healing and clearing around that. Get your body to a really grounded place, whether that's going into nature, whether that's meditating, having some crystals around you, lighting some incense, saging yourself, whatever you need to do to get yourself to a really still, calm, balanced, harmonious place. And then release them. If you are familiar with the Ho'oponopono meditation, that's a really good one. I love you, I forgive you, thank you, I'm sorry, and repeating it over and over and over again. And it starts to become this mantra, and really connecting to the words you're saying and the feeling and sending them out with love. Beautiful exercise. Whether that means you want to imagine yourself going in with white light, surrounding them in this unconditional love, thanking them for all of the lessons that they've taught your counterpart, all of the work that they've done to prepare them for you. Thank them for what they've done and give them some love and some peace and some hope for what's to come for them. You know, whatever you want to say, let your intuition guide you, let your guides guide you into what information you need to send to them. And then imagine yourself cutting this cord, this energetic cord between you and the karmic and between your twin and the karmic. And imagine yourself going in with love, not with hatred, not with envy, jealousy, anger, resentment, bitterness, fear, none of that. None of that lower vibrational shit. None of that. Go in with love and cut that cord. And all that energy that you've been directing towards your twin and just figure it out, right? That's not really, let's just say this. It's not the time for that. It is the time right now to focus on you, to focus on your inner union within, of balancing your divine masculine, balancing your divine feminine within. And then if you have extra energy to give that you probably usually give to your counterpart, go ahead and send it to that karmic if that's applicable. But 9 times out of 10 on this journey, there is a karmic. It may not be a person, it may be a situation. So, you know, think of the situation, right? And any hooks or ties that situation has on your masculine or your feminine. Whether it's money, you know, fear, location, you know, quarantine, like whatever the circumstance is, send it love, send it light, thank it for its blessings, and move on, let it go. And do this as much as you need to, you know, if you have a meditation practice, if you work with your guides, you know, repeating mantras, I release you, thank you, the Ho'oponopono, you know, there's many ways to work with this and to let it go. If you're kind of stuck and you want some help or assistance, I have plenty more ideas. You can comment below or you can email me. That's going to be in the description if you want a little more support. I'm happy to share. But that's the message for today. Spirit is saying focus on this karmic relationship, letting them be released in love. Release them in love and gratitude and appreciation. And watch how that shifts things for the both of you. There's a lot of magic underneath that. And you have the awareness. I'm mostly speaking to the divine feminine. You have the consciousness. That is your gift. That is your contract. You come in knowing what's going on. Whereas your divine masculine isn't in that space of that conscious awareness. So this isn't the work that they can do. They're doing other work for you in your union. Trust. But this is something that you can do. And I know I was speaking to divine masculines as well. So if you have if you've been ascended, if you've been awakened and you're on this journey and now you're wanting union with your divine feminine and she's with somebody else now, there you go. Now you have the consciousness. Enjoy. It's a double-edged sword. All right. That's it. Oh, I did it. I kept it short and sweet. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your likes, your comments, your subscribes. This is a brand new baby channel, and I'm really just loving connecting in this way and sharing and being in service. So the more that you like, the more that other people get to see this video. And if you subscribe, that really helps my channel too. And yeah, if you want to learn more about me, my website is going to be in the description and the services that I offer. But yeah, thank you so much for being here and sending you so much light and blessings and love. I'll see you soon.